Okay, doesn't matter whether it's small letter or capital letter, no problem. Okay, what is the name of our program? MyApplet dot class. Don't put .java, .class. Okay, width. Okay, this one you can put any number that makes sense. I just put width 400. Then height just put 200. Okay, and then HTML. Okay, it's quite simple. Okay, in order to run an applet, you need to embed that Java file into HTML. Okay, you save as what? Make sure you save in bin. Make sure you save in bin MyApplet dot what? Dot HTML, not dot class. Dot class is generated by the system. Okay, when you compile. Dot HTML, because this is HTML. Make sure you save in bin, and again all files. Sorry. Save. Okay, now have you done this? Finish. Okay, I give you a few minutes to type the HTML code. It's there in your module section 9.2. HTML doesn't matter whether it is caps lock or it's not. Unlike Java, HTML you can use small letter or capital letter. It's not case sensitive. Okay, now you go to bin. Okay, let me show you. If you go to your bin directory, right. Okay, now you see if you search for MyApplet, where's MyApplet? Okay, you see you have 3 files now. Okay, you see you have 3 files. First one is the one you type is myapplet.java. It's your source file. When you compile, no error, the system will generate myapplet.class. This is a bytecode, machine readable file. If you open, you will see weird characters. Okay, but then you create myapplet.html, and inside this myapplet.html, you have embedded myapplet.class. You cannot embed myapplet.java because this is you understand. The machine won't understand. Machine will only understand bytecode file, myapplet.class. Okay, now you can run because you have the HTML code. Okay, how to run? I said you have 2 ways to run. Okay, the first approach is just double click this HTML file and it will appear on your browser. See? This is browser. Cannot see. Okay, I need to adjust the size of this applet. You go to myapplet.html. This one, this one we make it. Okay, 500. Save. Save, and then you refresh. Just enter. Okay. This answer. Okay. Okay, if you don't want to use browser, okay, if you have problem to view from your browser, because if you want to view from your browser, you need to install JRE. You know Java Runtime Environment? Okay, in the first tutorial, when you go to Sun's website, you want to download, you download JDK, right? And there is also JRE. Okay, I need to download JRE. Okay, sometimes when you download JDK, it is already bundled together. Okay, but if you have problem to view from your browser, okay, if you double click HTML file, cannot get the output, maybe 2 reasons. First reason, you didn't install JRE. Okay, if you install JRE, you can see Sun's logo here. Okay, means you have installed JRE. Or sometimes you already installed JRE, but yet you cannot see the output because the way you have set up your browser. Because sometimes in your browser you might have block Java applets. You need to go to Tools, options, you need to enable Java programs. Okay, because sometimes the system already block Java applets. But don't worry, if both ways fails, you go to the command prompt, you type applet viewer. Okay, actually applet viewer, one word, all small letter. Applet viewer is a web simulator. Okay, then you type my applet dot what? HTML. Sorry, okay, okay. This is the same output. Okay, but this is from this is web simulator from JDK, and this is the real browser. Okay, so if you cannot get output from by double clicking your HTML file, you always can go to command prompt, type my applet. Okay, just type my applet space, type applet viewer space the name of your file, but make sure you put .html, enter. You will get this output. Okay, but always interesting to see the output from browser. Okay, it's always, interesting, because you can see, okay, this is your program, and you can view from the browser. Okay, any question? You close. Okay, so you have two files. Okay, so you have my applet.java, then my applet.html. Okay, anyone haven't completed this? If I ask you to push the whole thing to left, this one, if I ask you to push the whole thing to left, sekarang centralize. If you want to make it left, justify. Okay, center, you make it left, all capital. You save, then you recompile. Okay, you recompile. Yes. Sorry, Jawak. Okay, no error. No S, sorry, no S. All capital. Okay, then you recompile. Okay, no error. You go to your browser, just refresh. See? Left. No. Now you see it is left justify, left. Tadi centralized kan? Sekarang dah left. Kalau you nak make it right, you type right, R-I-G-H-T, all caps lock. Okay. Okay, any question? Okay, let's say when you type flow layout, you forgot to put, you just put like this. You didn't specify whether it is left, right, or center. So what will happen? Default is center. Okay, the compiler will assume it is center. No, it's not error. If you didn't specify whether it is left, right, or center, so the compiler will take the default value. Default value is center. But normally it's good to always specify. So your program is more readable. Okay, so this is done. Okay, how about this one? Okay, this one. How? Okay, most of the time, if you are creating simple applet, simple interface, you just use one layout, right? But for more complicated interface like this, you cannot arrange all the components using one layout. Okay, sometimes you need to use multiple layouts. Okay. Okay, once you know how to use multiple layouts, then it's easy. Okay. Okay. A simple user interface only involves one layout manager and a few GUI components. Oppositely, the above applet is complicated because it involves more than one JPanel. Later I will explain you the meaning of JPanel. Okay, in exam, or doesn't matter, whenever you are doing applet programs which has complicated user interface like this, don't right away write the codes. What you need to do is you need to do some drawing. Okay, you need to split this according to the regions or locations. Okay, from this, okay, from your observation, how many regions you can split this? If you see carefully, 4 or 2. It can be 4 or it can be 2, but not 1, because you cannot use one layout to organize all this, right? So if you see carefully, this is one region, and this region you can use grid layout, right? How many rows? How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3 rows, 2 columns. So this is one region. For this region, you use grid. Okay, this one you can use only one component, centralized. Use what? Flow. See, this is first region, this is second region. And these kind of things you need to do during an exam. Okay, don't just straight away write the codes. If you do like that, then you cannot get the correct answer. You need to do some design work. You need to do some drawing. Just take your pencil, try to split into different regions. Each region will have a same layout. Okay, some of you say 4. 4 also correct, because I say it's 2, but 4 also correct, because you might say this is one region, this is another region, this is another region, this is the fourth region. And for this region, you can use grid layout 1, 2. 1 row, 2 columns. This another region, grid layout 1 row, 2 columns. This also same, 1 row, 2 columns. This is the fourth region, flow layout center, also can. Either you use 4 regions, or you use, this is one region, this is another region. So it's up to you. But you think which is the best? Not best, which is, is more practical. 2, because you save time. Otherwise, you need to declare 4 layout managers. Okay, so if you have 2, you have 3, or you have 4, you go for 2. 1 is impossible. You cannot have one region to accommodate all this, cannot, because this is different layout managers. Okay, so I will show you in the diagram. Okay, when I say different regions, it is panel. It is known as J panel. It means, okay, this is one big container. Okay, for this big container, you try to create sub-containers. Okay, when I say region, actually it is a sub-container. This is first sub-container, this is second sub-container. And this sub-container is known as panel. Panel is like a sub-container. You cannot use the term sub-container, you use panel. Okay, so this is the, this is the first region. Put all the components in the section in J panel. J panel is a sub-container. Okay, we call it panel 1. Okay, panel 1. We'll use grid layout. How many rows? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many columns? 2. Okay, first sub-container. This is first panel. Grid layout, 3 columns, 2 rows. 3 rows, 2 columns. Okay, and then this is flow layout. This is second region. We call it panel 2. Okay, second region, panel 2, flow layout. But now you only have first region and second region. First panel and second panel. Okay, how to put in the main container? What is the layout for the main container? Okay, how many regions we have now? Okay, okay, it's quite straightforward. Okay, okay, how many regions you have created? 2, right? Okay, this is panel 1. I won't call region after this. Okay, I got panel 1, panel 2. Okay, treat this as a black box. Okay, okay, for panel 1, how many components are there? 3. Panel 1, how many components? 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 components. But don't worry about the components. Treat this as a black box. Okay, for panel 2, how many you have? 1. Okay, don't worry about the panel. I mean the number of components, just treat this as a black box. So this is region 1, this is region 2. Okay, for panel 1, panel 2, you know the layout. But what's the layout for the main container? Okay, this is black box, right? Okay, assume these size are same, panel same. So this one use what? Grid layout, right? How many rows?